So before beginning the class, let me introduce myself. My name is Dr. Vandana Vig. I am working as a professor of English at Tirthankar Mahavir Institute of Management and Technology, Moradabad. So today we are going to discuss short formal speech. Now, what is the short formal speech? Before understanding what is the short formal speech, let's understand what is the speech. A speech is an oral presentation on a particular topic. There can be short speeches and there can be long speeches. Like short speeches are an example of a short speech is when a student is asked to express his views or in the form of a speech on any given topic for the school morning assembly. So that will be a short speech. Then there is a long speech like the speech of a political leader addressing the general public or the speech of the Prime Minister on the Independence Day. So these are the speeches, these are different types of speeches. Now, when we are talking, these are short and long speeches, but when we are talking about formal speech and informal speech. Now, again, there are two types of speech, formal and informal. Informal speeches are like when they are extempore, impromptu, or when suddenly a person is being asked to speak, that's impromptu, that is an informal speech. And the example of that is like any celebration in somebody's wedding anniversary or birthday party or a social gathering. So those kind of speeches are informal speeches which require no preparation, and they can be given randomly. But on the other hand, there are formal speech. There is a formal speech. A formal speech is one. A short formal speech is one which requires preparation. And this formal speech, means the topic is generally formal and the language which is used is formal. It is short because not much should be spoken, and then it is designed in a way that it involves a lot of clarity of language and clarity of expression. Now, the learning outcomes of this session means what the learners will gather after this session, that is, develop the ability to convey key message clearly and concisely. Means the learner, after learning about the short formal speech, will be able to convey key messages clearly and concisely. Then enhanced public means the public speaking skills will be enhanced and audience engagement techniques will be developed. Means the learners will be able to know that what are the techniques in which the audience can be kept engaged. Then practice structuring speeches with a clear introduction. Means the speeches can be structured. Means the learner will be able to structure the speech with a clear introduction. Means the introduction, the body and the conclusion, and he will be able to practice that also that way. Then the next is the next outcome is learn to use appropriate language and tone in formal setting. Means the learner will be able to will come to know that what is the formal language and what is the tone that should be used when giving a speech in the formal setting. And then the last one is build confidence in delivering speeches within a limited time frame. Means because the speech, the short formal speech has a limited time, so the person will be able to develop the speeches in a short frame of time, in a limited time frame, and they will be able to the confidence will be boosted. Means once a person practices, then his confidence can be boosted. Now, the table of contents means we will see that what we will learn in this session, that is the definition, the components, types, importance, tips, and the confusion. Now, short formal speech. The short formal speech, what is the definition? The definition of the short formal speech means, in simple definition, we can say that it is concise. It is concise by nature because, as the name suggests, it is short. So short means concise, short in length. Then structured communication on a specific topic means the communication has to be structured, means it is well designed, a proper format is followed, and it is well designed, it is given a proper structure and a formal language. Then the purpose is to inform, to persuade, or to influence people. So these are the three purpose, the three basic purpose of a small formal speech, of a short formal speech. Now we are going to look into the definition in the definition of a short formal speech. That is, this is the type of speech that is used in formal or serious situations, such as workplace environments, then dinner parties, job interviews, and places that require respect, such as government buildings and more. Now, formal language is specific to what is happening in front of the person or what has happened. So there are two things. First of all, that these are basically, this format of speech is employed for formal settings or for formal occasions, means that some serious situations, some formal occasion, means like some workplace, means the speeches which are given at the workplace environment, or some formal dinner parties, or some job interviews, and places that require respect, that require respect. So such are generally, means basically, if we look at short formal speeches, at a short formal speech, it is given on these particular occasions or these particular places. And the most important part is that formal language and a specific structure is employed for a formal speech, and it needs to be practiced beforehand because it is formal. It needs to be well practiced, well written, and well practiced beforehand. It is the components. What are the components of a formal speech? First is the introduction. Means the introduction is further divided into two parts, that is 2 or 3 parts. That is the greeting. Means when we start a formal speech, a short formal speech, then the speaker needs to introduce himself or herself with means first of all with a greeting. Means the speaker needs to greet the audience, whosoever are the audience. Hello, good evening ladies and gentlemen. That can be one way of greeting. Then after the greeting, he speaks about, he tells about himself, that who is he and what is he speaking about. Then the tone, means his tone has to be formal. He will be telling like what he is speaking about, and means first greeting and then giving the information that giving the information about his own self, that who he is and what he is going to speak about. Then the body. Body is the main content, where the main content is structured logically. That is, the content which is given, it has to be placed into a proper structure. Now, description of in the body, what kind of description is given? Now, detailed information about, means detailed information is given in the body, means what the person is talking about, means whether it is about people. Let's say it is like a farewell party at a workplace, means bidding farewell to an employee of the organization. So there a formal speech can be given. So the detailed information about that person, that particular person who is going to retire, means the speech is about that person, or it can be about any particular place also, or it can be about any particular event like if there is an Independence Day, or if there is a farewell party of the students, in the college or the school, then also a short formal speech can be delivered by the head of the institution, the principal or the director. Then the things means short formal speeches can be given about things like when a new like in a social sorry, not in a social gathering, but in a work environment, in an organization, when a new policy or a new product is launched. So then also specifically more is like when a new policy is launched or a new person is introduced or like a new employee on a higher designation, let's say the general manager or the CEO or some production manager, means on key position, a new person has joined the organization, then such kind of short formal speech can be given. Then explanation in the body. Now what we have to explain is clarify the concepts, means whatever we are trying to speak, means we need to give a clear concept, that we need to clarify the concept that the speech is about what, means a person who had been working in the organization for 25 years and now he is retiring. So that concept means what, clear concept is given, clarification about the concept is given, like for what the speech is organized. Then the processes means if it is a process, then what is the process? Then ideas related to topic, means then there can be, means explanation is given with the help, means if the speech is about an event, that is if the speech is about Independence Day, then clear concept means why Independence Day is celebrated, then what is there, what is involved in the celebration, means what are the things that will take place in the celebration of the Independence Day. Then the ideas related to the topic, that means whatever other ideas, means for so many years we have been celebrating the Independence Day. So and other any related information that we need to give. So this all constitutes the body of the speech. Then argumentation in the body, means present arguments supported by, means if there is, if the speech is of that nature where some arguments need to be given, then the arguments need to be supported with examples and evidences. Let's say if the speech is about the increasing environmental pollution, or if the speech is a short speech is being given on plantation of trees to help our environment, to save our environment. So in that case, evidences and examples should be given. Evidences, that means what are the latest data, what is the latest data, what are the latest readings across the globe which show that our environment is deteriorating, it is getting depleted. So those evidences can be given and some and examples can be given. So narration in the body, like if the speech is like a narration is to be given, means like something needs to be narrated, then narration technique can be adopted in the form of telling stories, means a short story can be told and it can be related to the topic of the speech. Then it recounts relevant experiences, means relevant experiences can also be included in the story. So this way, this will be the narration in the body of the speech. Then conclusion of the speech. Now what can be the conclusion, means in the conclusion again the key points which are discussed in the speech or which are put forward in the speech, those key concepts or key ideas, they are summarized in key points, means those key ideas are summarized in points. Then reinforce main message, means whatever the main message is, like I said, I gave the example that it is about, if the speech is about saving the environment, then saving the environment means let's take an action, let's plant trees, means every person, each and every person who's present here would plant 5 trees in next 1 month. So this is how we are reinforcing the main message. And for to action or closing statement. So this is a call for action which I said. So reinforcing is like, let's work together, let's join hands together let's join hands together to save the environment, so that we are able to leave a healthy environment for our future generations. So this way we can reinforce the main message, and then call for an action is that come, let's plant the trees. Let each one of us plant 5 trees in the next 15 days or next 1 month. So this is the construction or the structure of a short formal speech. Means the introduction, the body, and the conclusion. Now the types of short formal speech, like informative. There are different types of short formal speeches, like informative speech, then we have persuasive speech, and then special occasion speech. Now, as the name reflects, we are going to discuss them in detail, but as the name reflects, informative speech is a type of speech which is given to inform about something. That means in an organization, such a speech, it is given to inform the employees about a new policy that is being adopted by the organization. So that can be an informative speech, or it is about a new software that has been incorporated for the working of the organization, smooth working of the organization. So that can be an informative speech. That means it is informing the employees about the new thing. Then persuasive speech. Persuasive speech is generally to take and to motivate the listeners to take an action. So this persuasive speech, an example can be like when a political leader, when he gives a speech to the people, to the audience, and that is a properly structured speech, and that speech is to persuade. That speech is to persuade the audience to take an action. So that is a persuasive speech, means to persuade for some action, to convince and to persuade for some action. Then special occasion speech. The special occasion speech is a type of speech which is given for special occasions. That means the the farewell of an employee of an organization, or the death anniversary of some political leader, or for the condolence of some great leader or some eminent personality or some employee of the organization. So these are some special occasion speeches. Now we are going to see all these speeches in detail. The informative speech, as I said, that this speech is to give information about something. It is a short speech and which gives information to the employees. That means informative speech is informative speech which provides information and it educates audience, means it tells the audience about something, means some new information is also given to the audience. So that is informative speech. When a speech is given, I can give you an example of this, that when a speech is given on the television channels or in the news, the finance minister, he addresses the public regarding some new policy that has been adopted by the finance ministry. So that can be an informative speech. Then examples of informative speech, that is the climate change, means how the climate is changing, or it is the global ecosystem. So it can be about this also, and the examples which I have given, that also. So when about the climate change, means like how drastically the climate is changing, or how the global ecosystem is getting deteriorated day by day because of the environmental pollution. So these are examples of informative speech. Then persuasive speech, that is like persuasive speech is a speech which is to persuade people to take some action. Asking means it aims to convince audience or ask people to take some to take some action, means convince people to take some action. To adopt a viewpoint means some particular viewpoint is adopted, and to take action means whatever is the viewpoint. Means supposing if I in a company if the organization in an organization, in a company or an organization, if the higher ups they feel that means if they give their own viewpoint that the timings that everyone has to reach on time, and that if they do not reach on time, means if punctuality needs to be maintained in the organization. So that is the viewpoint, means they give a lot of importance to punctuality. So the speech is given to convince people that everyone should be punctual. Everyone should means punctuality is important, and everyone should reach on time. So it is to adapt a viewpoint and to take an action. Now examples of persuasive speech, that is advocating for stricter environment regulations. That is just now I mentioned that the example can be adoption of strict punctuality in the organization. So for that biometrics can also be introduced. That biometrics means the biometrics system can be introduced in the organization, so that everybody is punctual, everybody is on time, and the people who are late, if they are late, then the biometrics means if they are late, then the assigned time, allocated time, decided time, then they will be marked absent. So another persuasive speeches topics can be give up plastic or plant trees, means we persuade the people to give up plastic, as plastic is causing environmental degradation. It is one of the main causes of environmental degradation. Plant trees, that means to plant more trees for a better environment, healthy environment. Speech that is given at some special occasions or special events like weddings, like some celebration, and or that some award functions, okay, so or award ceremonies. So the speeches which are given for these specific reasons, they can be special occasion speeches, means wishing the nation on Independence Day, that is also a special occasion speech. So these speeches, they are specifically designed for the occasion, and these speeches are formal in nature and short in length. Now examples of special occasion speeches can be like more examples, that toast at a wedding reception, then farewell party of a colleague, then retirement party of a colleague. So these all retirement party of a colleague or retirement party of a family member. So these all are examples, are special occasion speeches. Now what is the importance of speech? The importance of speech is means such kind of speeches are very important, and the key importance of this speech is that it is concise in nature. The conciseness means the key importance is conciseness, means such short formal speeches, they ensure that key messages are delivered efficiently, respecting the audience time. Means the messages should be concise. Concise means they should be expressed in short, they should be not short in length, but the message should be complete in itself. So they should be brief, they should be concise. And like these messages, these short speeches, they are given on special occasions. So then if there is a long speech, then it would harm the beauty of the occasion. Means the importance of the occasion would turn into would be at stake. Means the occasion would become monotonous if a long formal speech is given. So the speeches should be short, brief and concise in nature. Then second is engagement. Then these speeches, they should be successful in captivating the attention of the audience. Means whosoever the audience are there. So means that whatever is being said, it should be fit and appropriate for the occasion. Means if the speech is being delivered for the retirement of an employee of the organization, then means that person, the speech should be based on that person, means how much he had worked hard, and like now after he was like a family member, and like now he's getting retired. So it should capture the essence of the occasion. And that way it will be able to capture the audience attention effectively than longer speeches. Then clarity. Means whatever the speech is, on such occasions, whatever the speeches are given, means a short formal speech, it should be very, very clear. Means when we are talking about the performance, means sometimes a party is being thrown to to celebrate the targets achieved by the company. So in that case, means the focus should be on the hard work of the employees in achieving the targets. So if the speech would be structured that way, then means if the speech is structured that way, and the message which is given to the employees is that they are also a part of this big achievement, then they will be further more motivated to perform. So these kind of speeches, they should be very clear. Means whatever the message is, it should be clearly and sweetly delivered to the people in a formal structure and in a formal language. Then another is impact. Means a well-structured speech. A well-structured speech, it has a better impact than long speeches. Means it leaves a strong impact on the audience, and it further motivates for immediate action. Means the audience are motivated, because long speeches are monotonous, they are boring, and the audience, they get tired because these speeches are for special occasions. So they should be structured in a manner that they have a proper impact on the audience. Then versatility. Means these kind of speeches, they can be given on a variety of topics in a variety of settings. Means for different occasions. That means it can be in the board meetings also, public events also, personal events of people also. So there is versatility. These formal short speeches are versatile in nature, and they can be structured to fit any occasion. But one important thing is, like, if they are structured for different occasions, but they should not leave their basic format, the basic format, the tone of the and the language, and the size or the length of the speech. Now, importance of short speech, that is, it facilitates clear communication of ideas. Now, this is again importance of short speech, formal speech, that it facilitates clear communication of ideas. Means the ideas which are to be communicated, they should be very clear. Then influence. Means it should influence the public. And formality, means they are formal in nature. So these are the three key points of the importance of short formal speeches. Now we will see these key points in advance. So the first key point was means it facilitates clear communication of ideas. So this we had already discussed, that the idea that should be, means the message that should be communicated, it should be clear in nature, clear in meaning, and clear in expression. Means whatever the speaker is trying to speak, means it should be easily understood by the audience. Then the second is the influence. The influence is, means it should create an influence on the short speech is at times structured or designed to influence the audience. Means it inspires the audience, it persuades the audience, and it informs the listeners. Means its function is to inspire. Means to inspire them for something, means to inspire them to take action, or inspire them to do something, then persuade them to take an action, or motivate them to take action, then informs the listeners. Means it also gives information to the listener about particular information, some event or some occasion. Then the formality. The short formal speeches are, as the name suggests, formal in nature. Whatever the speaker speaks, it has to be formal. Means the structure of the speech should be formal, the language which is being used is formal, and obviously the occasion for which the speech is designed, that occasion has to be formal. So means it is completely formal in nature. So it demonstrates respect for occasion and audience. Means, like as I had given example earlier, that Independence Day speech, means when the head of the organization, he addresses the employees on Independence Day, wishing them the Independence Day. So that time, the speech which he would be giving, that speech will be formal in nature, formal in structure, and the size will be small. So that will be a speech which demonstrates respect, and it is for a specific occasion. Means it is given in a formal atmosphere. So I hope you have understood what is the importance of such type of speeches. Now the tips for making an effective speech. Now tips means we all have, till here we people have discussed what are short formal speeches, then what is a short formal speech, what are the different types of short formal speech, then the structure of the short formal speech and the importance of the short formal speech. Now these are the tips for making an effective speech. Know your audience. First of all, this is one of the key points for any speech or any presentation. Means knowing the audience is very important, because until and unless the speaker he knows who his audience is, he will not be able to structure his speech. Means if the audience are from the rural background, then he will have to structure his speech accordingly, and the language that will be used, that will be according to the audience, means understanding of the audience. But on the other hand, if the speech has to be delivered in a formal educational environment, means in a university or in a college, so it will be the audience there would be educated class, so then the speech can be structured in that manner. So the knowledge of the audience helps in tailoring the speech according to the interest of the people and according to the knowledge of the people. So then only the message will be effective, and the desired impact will be created if the speech is structured according to the audience. Then clarity and structure means the speech should be organized logically, means all the means the structure of the speech means a proper structure like introduction, and in the introduction there would be a greeting, and there should be the introduction of the person who is giving the speech and what the speech is about. So that would be the introduction part. Then the body, what the speech is about, means what is the topic of the speech, and then the concluding lines that that will summarize the key points and a key or a punch line to take action. So this would be there. This will be the structure of the speech, and means clarity, means clear language, clear impression is used so that the audience is clear, the audience clearly get the message that what the speech was meant for. Then the tips, these are the tips which can be used for a successful speech, for delivering a successful speech. That is engage emotionally. Means engage emotionally means use anecdote. Means first of all, like if we can if small instances can be incorporated, or if some emotions can be used while giving the speech, then the impact or effect of the speech is doubled. Like at the farewell party of a colleague in an organization, means the farewell party of an employee in an organization, if one liner like Mr. So and so will be missed indeed, means, or we can say that such the vacuum created by people like Mr. X can never be filled, means we will always remember his dedicated work, his dedication towards the organization. So these kind of small emotional sentences in between, they will have a wonderful impact on the audience, and the audience will be connected to the what the speaker is trying to say. So use anecdotes, means to create emotions, means anecdotes means small stories, short 2-liners, 3-liner stories which have a moral at the end. So the examples of those stories can be drawn to create the attention and to enhance the understanding of the listeners. Then humor means small examples, streaks, not examples. We can say some streaks of humor can be added to the speech to break the monotony. Then personal stories means some personal experiences can also be incorporated in the speech to have an emotional impact, to engage the audience emotionally. Then next is use of visual aids. So this we always know that whatever we are listening, like if something can be shown or if any visual aid can be used, so the impact of the visual aid is more than the listening. So visual aids, they enhance understanding and engagement of the audience. So if there is a speech of a particular type in which like some visual aid can be shown, then it will be more impactful. Like it is an example can be given of a wedding. Like at the wedding, when a small clipping of the journey, means from birth till the marriage till the marriage venue. So the bride or the groom, if their history is shown in a 2 or 3 minutes clipping, so that will have a better impact, and side by side if the commentary or the speech is also going on, so the visual impact would be is always better, and it enhances the understanding of the audience. Then practice and timing means any speech, lot of rehearsal is required. As it is in my classes, I have mentioned that whatever oral or spoken is there, means whatever activity which is oral or spoken is taken up, it requires a lot of practice, or it requires a lot of rehearsal, because it means rehearsal is required for smooth delivery, because once a speech is written, if it is rehearsed, if it is practiced, then the flaws, whatever are the flaws in between, they can be overcome, and when it is delivered, it is smooth and it is impactful. Then keep it time, means the speeches, such kind of speeches, they need to be timed, means like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. They should not be very long speeches, because otherwise, because as the name suggests, short formal speech, so it should never ever be elongated. It would be a sin to elongate a speech which has to be short and which is given on a formal occasion or an event. So if we elongate or if we lengthen such a speech, then the audience attention, the audience mood is spoiled. So that should not be done. Then examples of describing people. Now these are the examples how these speeches can be given, like examples of describing people, that is historical figures. These speeches means how we can describe people, means the people who are historical figures, the people who are political leaders, some role model, or some sports star. They can be described in a means description about these people can be given. And again, means their birth, means let's say if we are talking about a political leader, then his birth, his journey, and wherever he is at present. So this kind of structure should be adopted. Then examples of describing places, means historical places. Now some countries, some towns, or college, some college building, college or marketplace or public spot, means any kind of description can be given. So again, we will have to structure it accordingly, that what is the origin, means who gave the name to that place, what is the location of the place, and why the place is famous. So these kind of descriptions can be given. Then examples of describing events, means events are like a moon landing in 1969, or it can be an annual function of a college, or it can be Independence Day celebration or a birthday party. So these can be used for short formal speech. Then examples of describing things, like things that can be described: smartphones, car, furniture, or a book. So this again, the same structure has to be followed, and these things can be described. So now, when we come to the end of this short formal speech, that we come to the conclusion, that is efficiency, means short formal speeches, they deliver essential messages effectively and respect the audience time. Means this is the key concept of a short formal speech, means the efficiency of a short formal speech, it lies upon the timing which has been allocated to the speech. Means if it is a short speech, then it has to be short only. Means means it should not be elongated in any way. And this even shows that the speaker, he respects the audience time, means audience time is also important, means what the occasion for which the audience have gathered, that occasion is also important. So the speeches, such formal speeches, short formal speeches, they should be delivered in short period of time. Then the second is like memorability, means they enhance the retention and impact by facilitating on key points. Means these speeches, they can be memorized also. Means the short speeches, they can be memorized. Means instead of reading, the speaker can memorize these speeches, and this way his memorization or retention power would also increase. And the impact by focus means, and they can be more impactful by focusing on the key points, because memorization is possible only when some points are there, some key points are there. So they can be structured in a manner that all the key points are mentioned, and the speaker, he memorizes and he gives the speech. Then engagement means audience engagement is very important, and brief speeches, they help the in maintaining the audience interest and the audience attention. Means if the speech is short, means short is sweet, because long speeches nobody is ready to listen. And specifically these are the speeches which are this kind of speech, short formal speech, is given on formal occasions. Means they are not very long, like a wedding party that goes on for hours together. Means beginning at 7 and going up till 2 or 3 o'clock at night. So even if the event is long, the time allocated for the speech is very short. So the audience also know that a short speech would be there, but then short speech needs to be made short. Then only the audience will be completely engaged. Otherwise, the audience will lose attention. Then versatility. Versatility is the key element of these short speeches. Means they are versatile in nature, and they can be structured to suit a number of occasions. That means wedding parties, funerals, retirements, farewell parties, or implementation of a policy, or introduction of a new member in the organization, or introduction of a new software, so implementation of a new software. So all these things, means these are versatile. Means the topics which I have mentioned, these are from different areas, from different fields. And short formal speeches are such in structure that they can be suitable, they can be well suited to different occasions. So they can be structured in that manner that they suit different occasions. They can be used in different formal settings. So confidence is the key for any kind of speech. Means whatever the speaking, whatever the exercise is, the spoken exercise is, mastery over the speaking skills is a must. Means mastery over the speaking skills means that a person should have knowledge, complete knowledge of the language. Then how to present means the presentation. Then he should have a lot of confidence, because confidence and stress and intonation, the voice dynamics, because all these qualities are important for a speaker. Means if the speaker is unable to send his message clearly, then the audience will lose interest. Then second thing is that the speaker needs to be confident. Means if he has confidence, then he will be able to send his message perfectly and clearly. Because if a speaker is nervous, if a speaker is shy, then in nervousness or in shyness, he might falter at different places. He might use wrong words, or he stops in between. So all this will leave a bad impact on the audience. So confidence on the part of speaker is a must. So all these are things which are important for short formal speeches. So in our today's class, we people have discussed what a short formal speech is, what is the purpose of the short formal speech, then what is the structure of what is its structure, then its different types, the different types of short formal speech, and how short formal speech can be used to can be used on different occasions, and how it can be structured, or it can be designed in a way that it becomes suitable for different occasions. So we have also discussed the language that needs to be used, and how it is specifically time. That means the time plays a very important role, because as the name suggests, short formal speeches are short, and then these formal speeches, what are the topics on which these formal speeches can be given. So all this we have discussed today. I hope that you people are able to understand whatever I have tried to explain. I have tried to focus on all the points in an elaborate manner. Hope it is the class is useful for you, and it enhances your understanding. Thank you once.